Hello everybody, this is going to be a very, very important and extremely informative video. So please don't click off, stay with us through the whole video because you're not going to want to miss a thing. No, you're not, trust me. We got Bam Bam out and Phoenix, and we got all the Sunnies out, we got the Lopez family, and we got Angel and Paulie up there, and Tequila and Golda, and we got Rocker over there, and somewhere is Yussie flying around. There's Yussie. Hi! Yussie heard his name. We got Django somewhere. Everyone's all over the place, and of course we have Botton right here. Botton is the main focus of this video. We are going to discuss Botton's diagnosis that he got last week. Right, Bot? We are going to discuss this and try to explain it. Where are you going? Where are you going, huh? Here, Sammy. This is going to be a very difficult video for me to get through with everybody out, but I want you to see everybody as well. I'm also doing this video for any new subscribers that have no idea what's going on in the SharynZoo right now, because of course everything is in total chaos. We got Cleopatra over there and little monkey over there in the house. So anyway, to start off, I'm Sharon. I'm Sharon of the SharynZoo, and I am the mom to all these gorgeous animals. Here, Sam. Well, my video got cut off. I got too much going on here, but I rescue most of these birds from people who no longer want them, who feel that animals are disposable. So they come here and live out the rest of their lives. But anyway, so why we are here today right now is to discuss Botton's diagnosis of the Bornavirus. The Bornavirus is a horrible, horrible avian virus, a bird virus. It's usually, I don't know much about it, neither does anybody else. It's a very, very tricky virus that there's not that much information about, believe it or not. I'm just gonna, while I'm talking, I'm just gonna show you the kids. What are you doing? What are you doing? Angel, come here, honey. Come here, Angel. I can't touch the other birds because I touched Botton. But anyway, so again, there's not much information about the Bornavirus, but most birds in captivity in the United States are positive for the Bornavirus. It's just a matter of if the virus actually rears its ugly head with symptoms. Birds can carry the virus for their whole life and never show symptoms, but something triggers them. We don't know what it is. It could be absolutely anything, and then they all of a sudden have symptoms, and that's exactly what happened to Botton. Now, I don't know if I have a carrier. Maybe Mojo's a carrier. Maybe other birds that I have are carriers. I don't know. They can carry it forever and never show symptoms, so I would never know. So I got a note from the vet today explaining what's going on with Botton, because we did do testing, and I've been waiting all this time to get the results of the test, and I know you guys have been anxious to know the results. So the results, actually, there's two parts to this test. The first part, which I'll read to you, she said Botton was tested for the Bornavirus, as well as the ganglioside, I don't know what that is, antibody, PRC, AGA test. That's the AGA test that was done, which is a newer test available to help confirm the presence of disease associated with the Bornavirus. Here, Sammy. It's very, very complicated, but the AGA test was negative. The Bornavirus test, the first part, that part was positive, which most birds come up positive when they're tested. That's why you can't test anyone, because everyone's going to come back positive and you're just going to go crazy. But the second part of the test is a more definitive test to test for this disease. The problem is Botton came up negative. So I said, why? Why did this happen? Why would he have all the symptoms, and why would he be tested, you know, with the x-rays and everything they did on him, and it's pointing towards this virus, which they're pretty sure he has. It's very obvious. But they said that it's possible, after speaking to the lab, that they may be catching the disease early in Botton before he's created an immune response. Since they are still performing research in understanding this disease and the test, the lab recommends retesting in 14 days. So 2 weeks, they want us to retest Botton to see if now he turns positive over time. Even with the negative test, we still think, with all the other diagnostic tests, support this diagnosis, and will continue to provide treatment for this disease as best we can. Botton has a good quality of life and is doing as well as can be expected. So that's what the avian vet said. And the Bornavirus is proventricular dilation disease, which is PPD. That's basically where the stomach, it affects the nervous system and the digestive system in the birds. So what happens is their stomach gets very dilated, very blown up, and they're unable to digest their food, and then they can't get the nutrients they need, and they start losing weight until they waste away. It's called also the wasting away disease, and then they eventually succumb to the disease and pass away. Botton is doing really, really well. He had a secondary infection where he was on antibiotic. He's still on the antibiotic, and he is on an anti-inflammatory injection that he's going to be getting now every week for, I don't know, for maybe a year, half a year, I don't know how long, but that helps keep the inflammation down, which may help him in the long run. And there is some birds that have had this protocol where they have this anti-inflammatory injection and they completely turn around and they're fine and live their whole life with no problems. So we're hoping that will be the case with Botton. So this is a pretty scary thing, and this Bornavirus is incredibly contagious. So it is spread through feces and urine. So as long as they're not kept together in the same cages, my other birds should be fine. But they are, they're probably all exposed already. So it doesn't matter at this point. Now we just have to make sure that every time I touch Botton, I have to wash my hands before I touch another bird, and so forth. I usually don't have all the birds out with Botton out, but he's not with them. He's just sitting there, so it should be absolutely no problem. He's not interacting with them. But yeah, this is the problem with having so many birds. Sammy, come here, honey. Come here, Sam. When you rescue, you got all these birds together and you don't know where they came from. You don't know their history. And even if they're tested, even if you quarantine them for a month, it doesn't matter, because this is something that they're carrying, and you will never know, because all of them will come up positive. Almost 85% of them will come up positive if you test them. So that's the way it is with birds in captivity in the United States, parrots. So yeah, so this is a big issue, and it has been, of course, incredibly upsetting to me to know that I have this virus in my flock, and one is very active at the moment. So far, everyone else is fine. We did lose Mango already, but hopefully no other bird will present with the illness. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But Botton is doing really well, right, Bot? She said his weight is still pretty good. He didn't lose too much weight. He is eating, and he's, as you've seen in my other videos, he's doing really well. He's having a good time and enjoying himself and loving being with Mojo. And so as long as he's happy and having a good quality of life, I will keep him here. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to let him enjoy the rest of his days. So that's the story. It's really crazy that he came back negative. So I'm really concerned about that result, but we will check it again in 2 weeks. So that's it with the Bornavirus. It's, if you want to look it up, of course, please do, and do your own research, because if you have birds, you definitely want to be aware of this disease. It is devastating to your whole flock. So so that's where I'm at with that. The other thing is, for, of course, newcomers, you don't know that you came in at a time where my mother is very ill. My mother was always very healthy and perfectly fine, and all of a sudden she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And she's had major complications since July, since she started chemo, and she is currently, she was in the hospital for 12 days, and now she is currently in a rehab. My mom has been out of the house for like 28 days, and it's just beyond awful, beyond awful. So that's where I'm at. So I'm not my chipper self that I usually am. So I'm sorry you guys are coming to this channel with all of this going on. But I hope you'll learn from some things that you hear in my videos, because a lot of things can relate to other people, and I'm sure it can help you in the future. The other thing I want to say is a lot of you have been making amazing donations towards Bottons vet bill. You guys have been absolutely incredible, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've been donating to the PayPal, which I don't usually post, so it is in one of the videos, but I don't usually ask anyone to help me with anything. But I just went to the P.O. box today, and I did get some more donations through the P.O. box, which is, I want to thank Kay Newman, Susan Jenkins, and Victoria Mayo. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your very generous donation. Sammy, are you, is your bob in the tunnel? Here, honey. Here, sweetie. And for those of you who don't know, this is Sammy's favorite toy. This is called a Bob-a-lot. It's for a dog. But I think pigs have made it famous now, because it's a favorite of all the pigs that I know, and even Esther the Wonder Pig loves her Bob. I put Cheerios inside there. You put the food inside, and there's a door that you can control the amount that comes out. So he'll push this around forever and ever just to get one Cheerio. So it's really good because it gives him exercise. He's being entertained. He's not just sleeping and laying around. He's doing something. So Bob is Sammy's favorite. He loves it. So anyway, so that is the story. That is the story. It's a crazy story, but that is it. So we are just hoping and praying that Botton will be one of the birds that will not succumb to this this horrible disease, and that he will be one that will live. And I think that he has a lot to fight for. He's got... What happened? What happened? Huh? What happened? What were you yelling at? Did you mess with somebody that didn't want to be messed with? Huh, Yessie? Got Mojo in the background doing the bombs away. But anyway, so hopefully Botton will be the only one, one of the only ones that live through this, because he has Mojo who he wants to live for. He wants to live for me, and he's got a really great spirit. So if anyone could beat this horrible disease, it will be Botton. And also I want to thank Crystal's Pets and Plants. She sent me this absolutely adorable Valentine's Day card that I just got at the P.O. box. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What a cute, cute card. Look at this. And she makes her own little things here where she got the hearts, and she got this little bag of fun stuff with googly eyes, and it's really, really cute. Little squishy things. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's a great card. Really put a smile on my face. I needed that today. And that's it, I think. I think I'm going to wrap this video up. And I have no idea how it came out, but I'm hoping it came out okay. I'm like all over the map today. I'm sorry. I just went to the vet with Botton, got my mother in rehab. I got to take care of the animals. I got too much going on. But anyway, guys, we love you so much. Who's up there? Yessie, did you go up there or no? Where are you? Are you all... No, it's not. I thought it was Yessie up there. No, just the Lopez family and Angel. All right, guys. We want to say sweet dreams and sleep with those beautiful, beautiful angels. And we love you, love you, love you. And we will see you real soon. Bye, guys.